Hello gamers, it's Mew. This is a video I've been meaning to make for a while. Oopsies. I don't know. How did this begin? Randomly one night I was like looking at Lalaloopsy because that was like one of the things in the part of my childhood and stuff. But yeah. I don't know. Something about what is her fucking name? I forget. Something about Spot Splatter Splash just made me really want to redesign her for some reason. I'm gonna try my best to remember why I redesigned everyone the way I did. Spot is kind of hard because like I just drew her on a whim. Like with everyone else, I like made a discussion post and was like, "Hey, what should I do to like redesign Spot and stuff?" Um Okay, so I grew up with the earlier version of Lalaloopsy. There was kind of like a reboot, I guess you could call it. It was when the series introduced Stormy Sky. When I was really into it as a kid, Stormy Sky did not exist yet. So, yeah. Um, okay. So, um, I do really like her reboot design though. Like I like the streamers, I guess, in her hair. I don't know. I think they're pretty. I really like them. Um I guess they're I mean, it's kind of like hair dye but also streamers. I don't know. It fits her like fits I don't know. It fits her. I do like the paint splatters and stuff. Um I don't remember I can't remember why I changed her skirt to pants. Um, maybe I can't recall many Lalaloopsy girls that wore pants, so maybe that's part of the reason. But also like, I'm not sure if she would like paint on her legs, but her arms are also exposed. So, um, like I said, this one is really hard to describe because I can't exactly remember the decisions on why I changed stuff. But kept the like pinkish red striped shirt. I made the sleeves longer. She still got the overalls, but it's like overall shorts, not like pants. She still has she's got one big paint splatter. I didn't do like, I feel like she's got more tiny ones. I just give her one big one. She's got bracelets. I think they're all meant to represent all her friends. Or maybe they're just random bracelets. I don't know. I'm not sure. She's wearing like paint on her belt, paint tubes. She has rainbow tights. She's got purple fur things. I'm not even sure if that would fit her. And then she's got like matching shoes, but each is in a different color, and then her hair just kind of went crazy and put like a bunch of like hair clips and shit. I was definitely trying to go for like Decora key for her, and I also just decided to make her Indonesian. I don't know, it felt right to me. Um, her face shape is a little different than in the show canon, mostly just because like, um, I don't know. I feel like the face shape in the show, I'm not sure how to make that work very well in my style, so, you know. It's like a weird hybrid. I mean, it's mostly my style, but the hands are the Lalaloopsy style, and also they got the blushing cheeks, the specific mouth, and the button eyes. But the button eyes aren't perfectly round. They're like eye-shaped, you know? Oh, also, she has paintbrushes in her little pocket thingy. She didn't even have that kind of pocket in the original design. So, yeah. I don't think I changed her personality very much. Yeah. But she was the first, still flawed. Honestly, I think the fur thingies at the end are just not really doing it for me. So if I were to redo this again, which I'm not because this was another one of those redesign series where I burnt myself out on making, so I will not be revisiting this anytime soon. But I mean, it was fun. It was fun when I first started, so I would consider it in the future, but not anytime soon. But that is Spot. I did my best to describe this. I kind of didn't have my notes. I didn't write out like my plans and stuff. So, okay. I think another way I keep going wrong with these redesign series is basically like sometimes I can be indecisive, and like in the past, like when I've done these like redesign kind of series, um I would like make a poll and be like, okay, what characters in the series would you like to see me redesign? I throw up a poll, people vote on it, and I just kind of vote, and then I kind of go from there. If there's any tie, like I'll do the ones that had the most votes, but I think for this, I don't think there was any ties. I think like there was a bunch of characters that just got one vote. No, actually, there was a lot of characters that got 2 votes. But yeah, that's another way I keep going wrong. I think the voting thing is fine when I'm indecisive, but sometimes I'm not indecisive. Sometimes inspiration randomly strikes, and I'm like, I want to do this, and that's probably something I should do because I feel like I wasn't excited to do some of these redesigns, but not Stormy. She was fine. What did I say about her? Like I said, Stormy came out like when I kind of lost interest. Then I did get back into it again. I did watch the entire Netflix series at some point. To me, her style seemed kind of like punk rockabilly. So that was something I was considering, and I headcanon her as black. And also I think she's a lesbian. And I also had the idea to make her more like purple and orange. Just like, I don't know, kind of make, I don't know, exaggerate the differences between her and Jewel. And I was also considering making her masculine, but I didn't really go in that direction. But yeah, honestly, I don't think I really changed her all that much. I just kind of like changed up the hair a little bit. I gave her a rose instead of a bow with lightning bolt strikes. Changed the eye shape. Obviously, I gave her lightning looking eyebrows. I changed the jacket shape a little bit. The ends of her sleeves have these like purple things. She has a belt and it's got like a big yellow buckle on them. Her skirt is like a cloud. The striped pants are still a thing. And I gave her, I don't know why I gave her sandals, actually. I don't know what, I'm not sure why I did that. Also on Reddit, someone got into a fight because someone is like, someone was like, there was a whole fight in my comment section about this redesign. But anyways, I digress. Next up is Princess Saffron, who is from Lalaloopsy. I still kind of remember when Lalaloopsy came out. I think I was starting to lose interest if I didn't already lose interest in Lalaloopsy at this point. But I think my gripe with the princesses is that some of them kind of don't really represent like what they are said to be a princess of. But to be fair, trying to make a princess of hugs and then make it visually represent that is fucking hard. Because I was like, what the hell do I do for her? Let's see. Let's see what I was discussing. So I pitched the idea of just like making her look warm in general. Maybe that could help just give her warmth, I guess. I also considered making her Princess of Sweets, but that steps on Crumb's toes a little bit too much, so I didn't go with that. I don't think the gimmick where like the Lalaloopsy are all like sewn from stuff. I don't think that was not a gimmick in Lalaloopsy, but I made that a gimmick instead. And I also thought to just make her Persian, just because saffron is seems to come from a Persian word. Um, there wasn't that much discussion I got, but I think a friend suggested that like I make the bows kind of look like hands and stuff, and that's what I did try to do. I'm not sure if it's very clear. Uh, I still use the color palette because I like those crazy color palettes. Um, but I just follow through on trying to make her look warm. Um, I'm not sure what I looked at exactly. Um, but yeah, I do like this redesign actually. Okay, next I wanted to do the mermaids. So I was not a fan of this character's palette. Like I thought only the blue on her clothes is a problem, so I wanted to just trim it down just to pink, purple, yellow, and orange. I thought the blue just looked kind of strange. I wanted to make her more sparkly and look special, so I wanted to add the glitter and pearls, and I did think of fishnets, but that might also be kind of too much for a kid's show. And I also decided to like mix in actual fishes just because. Um, Made her a purple beta fish. And I also considered making her name Pearl instead, but I don't know. Um, I don't. What is she? What's her deal actually? Hold on. Let me look up this girl because I didn't really explain it very well in my discussion post. Okay, yeah, she delights in looking special and sparkly using shells and pearls. She creates fanciful charms that she loves wearing wherever she goes. Kind and generous, she's happy to share them with her friends when they want to shine too. Okay. I didn't just lose everything, right? No. Okay, so I did end up keeping the blue shellfish bra. And I did make her like extremely sparkly, and I gave her a shit ton of pearls. Like she's got this kind of pretentious pearl thing coming off her face or crown thingy. I still don't understand why they named her Anemone, because Pearl would have made so much more sense, but okay. I made her hand things into gloves that are mismatched. I got rid of the weird, like, blue top thing. I think that was just kind of, like, separate the body from the fish part, because otherwise, I don't know. I changed the fin, I think, because it was made more to look like an anemone. I gave her fin ears. I made her eyes blue to stand out more. I just gave her a fun mouth shape. Her hair, I didn't change all that much, actually. But yeah, this one I just kind of had fun with it. Also, I made her Greek coded, like, just because an enemy comes from a Greek word. But yeah, this one is really fun I really like doing that one. And then I think this is kind of where I started kind of getting bored. Okay, so fairy tulip. To be honest, I don't care about the fairies that much, and I don't really care for like the little siblings either. I don't know, not for me, but I still included the fairies, and I wanted to do them because people voted on them. So I'm like, okay, let's just do this for them. So fairy tulip. I didn't think she stood out very much, so I thought to make tulips more part of her design. I mean, they didn't have to be literal, but that's what I wanted. Because, I don't know, like, I didn't really have many other ideas besides bringing out the whimsy, and the description really didn't give me much to work with, so I just wanted to do whatever the fuck I wanted. And I also was thinking of, since for the mermaids I wanted to incorporate like real fish kind of as like a jumping off point. I wanted to do something similar with like butterflies and creatures. So I think I was gonna use a monarch butterfly for tulip. Um um yeah, honestly, I So she got big pink wings. I took away the yellow. Um, Dress was just kind of doing just like fuck it, we ball for the most part, except the actual skirt is like made out of tulips. That was the only way I could think to include that. Um, I still think I made the colors on the dress really fucking weird, so I probably could have done that better, but you know, this is a design. And the one person who complained about my Stormy redesign kind of liked it, so there you go. I guess I win. And then this is the last actual one I did. I wanted to do Fluffy Bouncy Paws, except the thing with Fluffy Bouncy Paws is that I actually really like her design already. So this would probably just be more of a glorified just drawing her just because I fucking can. But I did want to include more cat patterns and more fantasy, and I did say I wanted more fantasy colors rather than real ones, but like, you don't see like a purple cat walking around, so I don't know what the hell I was on about. And I also wanted to make her just more cat-like. Fake cat tail, cat makeup, like cat eyes. Yeah, that was as far as my ideas went because I already really liked her design for the most part, and yeah, I gave her more cat-like eyes. You know how like in the button eyes they got that like X sort of in the eyes? Well, I just gave her just one down, so it's kind of like cat eye slits. I made her nose like a cat's. I think for the face shape, I was just trying to imitate the doll's face, I guess. I don't know. And the tail is just the ends of her bows like tied together. And then, the last one I planned to do was Mermaid Opal, who honestly, I think her design is really pretty, but she's also supposed to be an adventurer. So I wanted to bring out the adventurer the aspect of her, but unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened because I don't think I ever posted it anywhere. Except maybe Reddit? Actually, let me just check. Because I'm not sure if... Because I think I finished it, but I was really unhappy with it. So, yeah. I feel like I'm pretty sure I did actually draw it, but I don't know where it is, and if I didn't post it anywhere, I was probably really unhappy, so I'm not even gonna bother including. But yeah, trying to bring out like an adventure aspect is like really fucking hard for a mermaid, so yeah. Now, like with Hasman Hotel, will I be revisiting this? I don't know, maybe. I'm not really interested in Lalaloopsy right now, but I have randomly been struck with inspiration to redesign Alistair from Hasman Hotel, so you might be getting a bit more Hasman Hotel redesign videos. So, yeah, but even if this idea was very, very short-lived, I did still enjoy some of these designs. Not all of them, but some of them. But, yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. That is all from me. Is there anything else I would like to say? I don't think so. Okay, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. That's it. Goodbye.